Hey, what's going on, guys? Leo. So it looks like we might be seeing the start of a tokenization war between BlackRock and Fidelity. So let's take a look here and see what's kind of going on. So Eric Balchunas, he tweeted this out that Fidelity and Schwab are banning BlackRock and Texas money market ETFs from their platform. It says the two ETFs blocking purchases of 3 exchange-traded funds. Those tickers are going to be PMMF, GMMF, and MMKT. Now, these are just traditional money market funds. So what I find most curious about this is the timing. So if we take a look at the next piece of evidence here, around the same time that they have banned BlackRock banned their clients from purchasing these BlackRock money market funds, Fidelity Investments came out with their own blockchain-based Treasury digital fund. So basically what this is this is a competitor for BlackRock's BUIDL fund, where they're tokenizing treasuries for the US dollar. Now, this is really curious timing because we typically don't see these big institutions banning their clients from purchasing products from another institution. So what I kind of am speculating here as to what's going on is that Fidelity is realizing that, oh crap, we're really behind in the tokenization market, and we don't want to lose share or clients to BlackRock in the tokenization field. Because if you think about it, once you lose clients to someone else and they're already in that product, it's really hard to get them to come back to you because, well, let's face it, what incentive do they have to come back? What, are you going to cut fees slightly? I mean, it's really difficult to get clients back once you lose them unless you have something really, really enticing for them to kind of, lure them back to you. Now, these funds, the ones that have been banned, they aren't tokenized yet, right? So these are just traditional funds trading on the traditional market. But this is where my speculation comes in. And we've already heard BlackRock say that they want to see the rapid tokenization of stocks and bonds. And the best way that you can do that is if you just convert an existing fund to a tokenized one. And if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense for BlackRock to tokenize US Treasuries, because if you're going to have stablecoins and those are going to need to be backed by US Treasuries, well, it's much easier and much more streamlined if the US Treasuries that are backing those stablecoins are just tokenized. That way, if you're dealing with, like, let's say that one bank is dealing with another bank, well, they can just go on chain and they can verify, oh yes, there's 100 million stablecoins that are issued and there's $100 million worth of US Treasuries. And the same goes for governments. So, for example, if a government wants to verify that this banking institution isn't just printing fake stablecoins out of nowhere, they can just go on chain if it's publicly available information and say, oh, look, there's 100 million or $1 billion worth of tokenized US Treasuries. So what I think is going to happen here, I think that this is kind of kickstarting the tokenization race, because you don't want to fall behind. And I think Fidelity's kind of realizing that, is that, oh crap, BlackRock, they're starting to tokenize every asset that they can. And we don't want to get left behind, because we're going to end up losing a lot of market share, a lot of clients to these other firms that are on the cutting edge of rapid tokenization of assets. And if we take a look at the chart here, we can see real world assets. So we're looking at real world assets here on Ethereum, and they are absolutely skyrocketing. I mean, it is going vertical, how quick we're seeing assets be tokenized onto Ethereum and layer 2s and some of the other alternate chains as well. But what I think we can take away from this is we're only going to see this accelerating. It's only going to get steeper, and it's going to continue climbing. So moving on, so this just happened now. President Trump says that he may give a lot of countries breaks on tariffs. So we've kind of seen this flippity-floppity type thing going on with these tariffs. Oh, we're doing tariffs. Oh, we're not doing tariffs. So I think that all this really does to the market is, one, it makes the fear of the tariffs seem not so bad, because it's on one second. I mean, for example, if you come out and you say that this horrible thing is going to happen, and then 2 seconds later, it's not going to happen. Oh, okay. I guess everything's fine then. And then, oh no, it's happening now. We're having, this bad thing's going to happen. And it's like, oh no. And the market's scared. The market gets used to it. It's just like, all right, whatever. Yeah, you're not going to do the tariffs. Okay, you are going to do the tariffs. So the fear within the market it dies down. And so I think what we're seeing here is that the market is rebounding because it's not taking the tariffs as seriously as it once did. And so we can come over here. We take a look at the Bitcoin chart. You can see this long-term trend line that we've been just grinding higher, just stair-stepping, little staircase here, moving our way up. And if you zoom in to where we currently are, well, I mean, look what happened. We came to the bottom of this long-term trend channel and we're reversing, we're moving higher. At the very least, I would expect a reaction, which we are getting. And so we just got to watch it. And I expect that this will continue to just grind higher like it's done in the past, just slowly grind on higher, and soon we'll be off to new highs. So we take a look at Ethereum. It's doing something similar where, we saw this ascending triangle type pattern where we had the breakout and it came back and retested the resistance, and now it's just moving higher again. So the market is looking strong here. We're seeing the global liquidity increasing. And so I think that I would speculate that the worst of it's over, short of some black swan event occurring and causing the market to crash. I think the worst of it's behind us, and we can expect the bull run to continue from here. Something else that interesting kind of came up is that OpenAI CEO Sam Altman is in talks with Visa for crypto stablecoin payment wallet. Now, my understanding is that this is tied with his WorldCoin thing, which is built on top of Ethereum. So it seems that this is just another stablecoin that's potentially going to be built out on top of the Ethereum network. We already know that institutions view Ethereum as being the default choice for stablecoin adoption, tokenization, and decentralized finance. So it's interesting. I wonder if he has plans for this to somehow incorporate with ChatGPT, if they do some sort of advanced models with AI agents coming on chain. That'll be something that we have to keep an eye on. But it'd be certainly interesting if they want to use that stablecoin as payment for AI agents, if that's the route that they're going to go. So something else here that was interesting was Hong Kong ETF issuer confirms China is actively preparing to shift into Bitcoin and crypto. Again, the United States is adopting crypto. They're embracing it. They're looking to accelerate adoption and development within this space. That means that the entire world is going to do it. If the United States, if we wind the clocks back, if the United States is building the internet back in the 80s, 90s, you're not going to see the rest of the world be left behind and not use the internet. It's not like the rest of the world is going to sit there and start using phone books to look things up. They're going to adopt this new technology. And so I think that we're on a paradigm shift where this is global adoption. It's just going to get more accelerated from here. And we're going to be seeing a lot more stories like this of new companies launching stablecoins, new businesses doing stablecoins, or launching some sort of decentralized finance platform. And I think that we're going to see rapid acceleration of the adoption of this industry. And it's just an extremely exciting time to be here. All right, I think that pretty much wraps up today's video. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section down below, and I'll see you all in the next one.